No, I'm just gonna.
Did you get your baseball bat?
Yeah, I can get my baseball bat. Let me put the loop on. Oh, what happened there?
I don't know. Hey,
I guess we just kind of jumped into it. I guess.
that's fine. I'm trying to see. I'm pulling up the ESPN site to see what time it was at. I thought it was
It says 11.
11 our time, right?
Yeah, 11. I mean, it's not on now, so I'm guessing it's
It looks like they're doing a re-air right now. Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
11. Okay. It
Yeah,
shows
they're
it
just
on
doing-
ESPN still, and then on ESPN2 at noon it says there's something called Road to Omaha. I'm guessing.
yeah. So
that's
they
where they're
must be
actually
doing it
talking
really
about
quick. They must be just doing it really quick because that's not long.
No.
But well, let me hit the intro out, and then I guess we'll just jump into this
we
thing.
can just start talking about it. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Tommy Knight just threw his chair clear across the free throw lane. It's down. Woo! What a hit! You got barbecue back there?
Coach Rafael, 69. Offense. He was giving them the business.
Go back there. Hold on!
This is the Five Pick Farms and a Lucky Fin podcast.
Jason Hyde, it is Selection Monday. I didn't even know it was Monday. I thought today was Sunday. It's Election Monday. I don't think I've ever been so excited in my entire life. I think this Diamond app's got me acting like a kid ready to open presents on a Christmas morning. We got the coffee in.
We're here.
I had me a kolache at the world famous Stifley's Donuts. I mean, we are alive.
That's what I like to hear.
How are we feeling today? How are we feeling?
Oh, I'm so excited. I was telling you earlier, I couldn't even barely sleep last night because I'm so excited. But
Yeah, I saw you talking in Discord.
yeah, I did. Yeah, it was. Do want to shout out Memorial Day though. You know, remembrance of all of our veterans.
Amen.
So, shout out.
Yep. I know it's a kind of a weird time in with us overseas and everything, but yeah, I mean, all the people who sacrifice their lives and protect our country every day, we appreciate them a ton.
Yep.
But I think that's kind of the perfect day to start. This is college baseball. I mean, this is America's pastime and kind of a great way to kind of jump off. But if you look right now, this is kind of our projection on the regional host. So hopefully we like our rankings for it, so we don't have to move anything around. I'm sure we will. I think you mentioned probably Texas and Auburn flip flopping, and
I hope not, but you
yeah,
never know.
yeah.
Hey,
Especially, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to ask you on the second slide for your automatic bids, are all the gold the regional hosts?
Yeah, yes. So
Okay.
those are already the regional hosts.
I fixed Georgia for you. Georgia wasn't highlighted, so I went ahead and did that.
Was it not? Did I not highlight Georgia?
No, you did Georgia Tech, but
Okay.
probably because they're right on top of each other. But no worries.
Yeah, so this is our automatic bids. We're going to put them all up there right now. We got anything, again, like Jason just mentioned, anything highlighted in gold are going to be those regional hosts. We're going to put question marks on there until they pick those seats. So they should be well, it's only 10:32, but
we got time.
oh yeah, we got plenty of time. But let me tell you, like looking at all the like projection picks that everyone on the Diamond app kind of picked, and even our picks for these championships, these conference championships. What the hell? I mean, there were some people who got like half of them right, which is I'm pretty sure they're surprised because if you look at this list, I mean, there's a lot of teams that I did not even believe that would be on here. Let's talk about the SWAC up at the top. Alabama State, out of all teams, I thought Southern was going to pull it out. For Bethune-Cookman and have a year they had, and to not get in is absolutely insane. So, any of these really jump out to you?
Yeah, I think we were talking about the Citadel. The Citadel coming out of the SoCon, and I don't think anybody expected this because Mercer had been playing so well. Western Carolina,
Right.
Wofford, Samford was even playing really well down the stretch, so I thought they could be dangerous. The Citadel was the one team that ends up winning that I really wasn't expecting that was towards the top. I believe they were the 5th seed, but they just got hot at the right time. They put up double-digit runs in most of their conference tournament games and then beat Mercer twice, I believe, in the tournament.
Yeah, they beat them twice. Yeah, Mercer could not. Mercer had like they would at least leave runners on second and third or second and first almost every inning. They could not capitalize, and that's the only reason why they lost that one game to the Citadel to begin with. I mean, they couldn't score.
Yeah, I think it's just a reminder that baseball is so random. Anybody can win at any time.
Yep.
You can go cold at the wrong time. You can get hot at the right time. And the Citadel did that. Mercer's on the other side. Now, Mercer's on one of those teams now that's sitting on the bubble, Kenny. Do you think they get in?
They should. They really should. I think there's a couple of teams that I think they should knock out. I think Kentucky's one of those teams that I think we'll hear mentioned. We'll see if Kentucky gets in. I think Kentucky needs to be bumped out for teams like this, like Mercer, or some teams in the Sun Belt, and a few others that I think are way more deserving than a few SEC teams that will probably get put in. But that's my opinion on the thing. Other than that, I mean, there's a lot of surprises in here. I had Little Rock getting in. Little Rock those bastards were really hard last year for LSU. I mean, they had us on our toes. So we'll see how Little Rock shows up. And Southeastern kind of Lamar taking the Southland Conference. Southeastern just did not. I mean, that's a surprise out of the Southland.
Yeah, I think that one's a big one too because Southeastern's one of those teams that was so hot offensively as well coming into the last part of the regular season and into the tournament. They just kind of fell apart as far as getting cold. So it's very similar to Mercer in that sense. Some of the other teams that I was surprised that aren't on this list, High Point or Winthrop, neither of them coming out of the Big South. We get Lipscomb not Lipscomb. That's ASUN. Jeez, I'm losing my spot. Is it USC Upstate? Is Big South, I believe. Yeah. USC Upstate. And so it's just you were talking about it. We were talking about it the other day about how hard it is to pick these winners in general. And now we're talking about how many of them are just teams that we had not even talked about up until this point.
No.
So
Yeah. And look, I think baseball is not a sport that's like the other ones because it's not like, again, like you said, you can get hot and cold at the wrong time. I mean, Florida's a prime example. Florida does this every year. Florida gets hot just at the right time. They're on fire. I mean, I think they do this slow thing at the beginning of the year where they're kind of trying to figure it out, and then they just explode. I'm trying to pull up to kind of show what our picks were for these regionals, conference champions, because you can see how awful
bad we were. And you know what? You know what's crazy? We keep up with all of these conferences. We talk about it daily, and it just goes to show you. I mean, crap, we can go down the list. Alabama State, shocking Bethune-Cookman and Florida A&M, both two teams that were at the top of the SWAC.
Mm-hmm.
Binghamton was a team I'm not that surprised by. They were the favorites going in. Cal Poly, I do want to shout this out. I was so excited, and I was telling you about this the other day. Yeah. In all of our predictions that we had the Big West getting 2 because we believed the Big West was so balanced at the top that UC Santa Barbara most likely. I mean, if you're choosing one or the field, I'm going with the field when you talk about such a balanced conference. And that's why we decided UC Santa Barbara would not win the conference, but they'll get in as an at-large. And we decided Cal Poly was going to be the team that we believed would win the Big West. And that's what happened, Kenny. And I'm so excited that we called that. We've had that. Haven't seen anybody else having 2 teams from the Big West in the tournament yet. So, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm really hoping this year they're and what worries me about that is because they have Mississippi State hosting, that they won't be so diverse on some of these other teams. I have our conference champions. If you want to go into that really quick. Yeah, well, it's very blurry, so I'm just going to read it off.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so ACC, we had Georgia Tech, easy dub.
Yeah.
ASUN, I had North Florida, you had Florida Gulf Coast. Neither of those were correct.
Yeah, I was about to say Florida Gulf Coast got to the last loser bracket game and ended up losing that game to North Alabama. And did you end up going in? I told you to go check out how they lost. Did you go see that?
No. Say it one more time because I did not see it.
So Florida Gulf Coast had runners on first and second. I believe there was they were down by 1 at this point.
Yeah.
They had runners on first and second with 1 out. They had pinch runners on first and second. Both of them had been pinch ran for. And guy lines it to left. I'm not going to lie, Kenny. When you're watching it from the camera angle from behind when you see a ball come off the bat, you have an idea of where you think it's going based on the trajectory of it off the camera.
Yeah.
It looked like one of those line drives where left fielder was going to come in and have to cut it and pick it up off the ground and kind of sling it home or hit the cutoff man to keep that guy from going second to home.
Right.
Well, he comes in and all of a sudden it felt like the ball just kind of sailed and he jumps up and catches it. Well, guy at second thought the same thing I did, that it was going to be a line drive. Oh,
you read it off the bat. Okay.
Yep. And he took off and couldn't get back in time. They throw it back in double play to end the game, and that's how Florida Gulf Coast was booted out. Yeah. So it's tough. And then North Florida being the favorite all season, and they didn't even make it. So
that's and before I read the rest of these, so we have it color coded, and red is what we did not get right. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of red.
A lot of red.
A lot of red. Big 12. I had Oklahoma State. You had West Virginia. Who was the Big 12 out of that?
Kansas.
Okay.
Kansas dominated West Virginia in that game.
So Big 10, UCLA. Now, again, I think some of these, from my perspective, I picked them based off of mainly the major conferences. Really, was they were going to kind of rest some guys because you're already in. So you're kind of just probably testing waters. And let me tell you, I think I was wrong about a couple of them. I had Little Rock winning the Ohio Valley. You had Southeast Missouri State. Look, I'm telling you, Little Rock, LSU fans, we love Little Rock.
And they made that big comeback, right? They had to win 2 games. And they won them both.
I'm telling you, I wonder if they still have that guy because LSU last year was like get ready to eat crawfish, boy, because you need to learn how. We're gonna pick you up. I had Maine. You had Binghamton, so pretty good. St. Joseph's did not win the A10.
Man.
That's a big surprise.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I had the American, the conference. That conference is weird. You had East Carolina. Shout out to my boy Sam. I texted him immediately. I said, "Hey, your boys are in." I had Rice, and that was one of those.
Rice is not a bad pick though.
No.
Rice was hot coming in.
Let's see. St. John's ticket. I got St. John's. You had Creighton. HPU did not win the Big South. Big West, you had Cal Poly. I had Santa Barbara. Campbell, dude, we've been high on Campbell. Campbell did not get in. You think they'll be in that large?
Team. That's the tough part.
Yeah.
I think it's possible, but like you were saying, based on the way everything's gone, like if they're going to put Kentucky and TCU in, Kenny, they're not going to put Campbell and Mercer in.
Yeah.
As much as I think they should. Like, these are teams that have you talk about, the committee tells people, hey, go play bigger competition so we can evaluate you a little better. And I want to say that both of these teams, Campbell and Mercer, both played tough out of conference schedules.
Yes.
Winthrop was another one. I mean, they're not going to make it in, but they were another one. We saw them and High Point both playing top competition as well. And it's just going to be disappointing because it's one of those situations where there's just only so many spots. And I'm sorry.
Expand the tournament.
I don't know. No, I don't want to see. I don't want to see the 12th SEC team in.
No.
Just to not have in a team that had been leading their conference all season, that's dangerous and had beaten top teams, get left out because you want to put Kentucky in.
I think we'll see a lot of off-season conversation about this. I believe this RPI is a little bit more heavy favorite. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. 13 is Mississippi State, and I believe that's probably one of the biggest reasons why they put them as a 16 host. I don't know. I'm so on the fence with this RPI because I think it just throws out everything else of your season of how you this eye test thing.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead. No, you interrupt me whenever. This is a conversation.
I was just gonna say, we talk about Mississippi State being at 13, but here's the other thing: USC is sitting at 9, and they didn't get in. They didn't get a host. Now, we hadn't talked about USC hosting in like weeks after they lost that series to Nebraska. Nebraska? They got swept by Nebraska, right? On the road. And after that, they just kind of came out. We just kind of pushed them off. They're one of those teams that was going to fight back. But leading up until the last week of the regular season, when they had to go to Oregon, we said they were 16-17 right now. Whichever one of them wins this series is most likely going to be that last host.
Yeah.
And Oregon wins, and then Oregon makes it all the way to the title game. So that's why they're going to get pushed up, I think, to about that 13 range.
Yeah, they're great. They looked great. I mean, UCLA's a great team, and I think Oregon has constantly battled UCLA.
Yep.
They just don't get lucky. It's that game of baseball. They just don't get lucky.
And the other thing about Oregon is they have some hitters, Kenny, and we've talked about some young guys on this team that can really hit the crap out of the ball. I mean, there was that guy, I can't remember his name. It's a tough name to say. But did you see his line drive single off of the wall? A line drive single off of the wall in the tournament. Absolutely just nuked the ball right at the wall. Like, it was like if you got perfect, but you're in the game. In MLB The Show, but your line is like more line drive. Your degrees, they didn't have the 33-degree perfect angle to get it out of the park. He had like
was it like that
angle.
Todd Peterson hit in the SEC tournament?
Similar. Except I think it was 118 was the exit velocity. 118.
They got those bats juiced this year. It's another year where they're going to have to juice bats. I love how college baseball goes up and down with the bats. But
you know what? If you talk about the RPI, Kansas sitting at 19. I mean, Kansas is one of those teams, if they don't win the Big 12, are we even talking about them hosting? If you're going off of RPI and they're talking about this, is USC that team that gets in? To me, if you were going to put a 7th SEC team in, it shouldn't have been Mississippi State. It should have been Arkansas at this point in the season. Mississippi State has not performed well against top competition. If I look at their record, they're 9-14 in quad 1 wins. Arkansas is 16-12, and Arkansas made it all the way to the SEC championship game. Here's another thought: if Arkansas puts up a good fight against Georgia in the SEC championship game, are they hosting, or had they already decided it didn't matter unless they won the game? Because I mean, they lost by 10.
I think how they performed, and I think it's unfair to say because they did not perform well. And I'm not saying you're saying this. I believe the committee already put Mississippi State in, because for Arkansas to have a performance like that, to get to the SEC championship game, and then get snubbed, I think they already decided on it. And Georgia's damn good, man. Like, how the hell are you gonna say that because they didn't perform well against Georgia? I mean, Georgia was beating the crap out of the ball.
Yeah, and Georgia had just made a late comeback against Florida in the game before. Kenny, speaking of Georgia, we talk about I wanted to bring this up because we had talked about it in our last projection. We had Mercer going to Athens, and we said how fun it would be for them to actually go to Athens with another team like Georgia who can also hit the crap out of the ball like they can, and in a park where it's very home run friendly. If Mercer gets the 3 seed, let's pivot. If Mercer gets the 3 seed and gets an at-large spot and goes to Athens, Kenny, we talk about this every week. Dangerous teams that can just hit the crap out of the ball and that can get their pitching to get through innings. Mercer's one of those teams. They have
111 home runs. Let me look at what they're at. Okay, on base percentage, Mercer is 3rd
in the country.
Okay, in the country. Slugging percentage 3rd, right under Georgia and Georgia Tech. Let me see where else they are on this. Home runs. Yeah, they have 130 home runs. This is the Diamond app. So Georgia leads with almost 150, which makes sense for their ballpark. Yeah. Oklahoma State's at 137. RBI, Mercer 3rd. Runs 3rd, Mercer. Okay, Mercer. If they leave Mercer out, it is a sin. It is a sin to leave Mercer out at this point.
I mean, Kenny, the way I look at it is, who are you more scared of? Kentucky Wildcats or the Mercer Bears?
I'm terrified of Mercer.
I'm terrified of Mercer. I mean, every time the guys come up to the bat, you're scared the dude's going to hit a nuke. Like, they could go in there and put up 10 runs on Georgia. No, I'm not saying they're going to do it to Georgia, but home runs, with home runs and ability to strike people out, anything is possible in baseball.
And I know you and I have had this conversation. I'm not big. Early in the season, I think when you get later on, the long ball starts to really hit really well. I'm not a big fan of the long ball, but later as the season goes on, I've seen it just work. And it's so funny about baseball, when you get bases loaded, you could probably put $50 down on a bet that a grand slam is going to happen. You're probably going to hit a majority of the time, because it is insane how many grand slams happen with the bases loaded. And
and momentum changes, right?
Oh, so my gosh, flips.
Shifts everything.
So
yeah. Let me grab my iPad 1 second.
Yeah, all good. And just looking at the team batting, it's batting average. Georgia Tech's at the top of this in Georgia. So those teams, and Georgia's got a great pitching staff too. So I think that's the most deadly thing about Georgia is they're all over the place is really good.
Yeah, I think Georgia, I think I had talked about it on our last projection. They were the one team I thought in the top 8 seats that I would be most concerned about getting out of the regional if they get stuck with teams that can also hit the crap out of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And so it'll be really interesting to see who goes there. I don't think that there's anything wrong with Georgia. Georgia's good, and Georgia has shown that in the SEC tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So my thought on them has kind of changed a little bit. I think they're actually a lot stronger than one would think. But the difference is Georgia hasn't played as strong of a schedule out of conference. Not that that's the end of the world. They've played well in conference, so it doesn't really matter. But man, them being at home, they can just beat anybody, and I think that's really what's going to help them.
So let's see. Well, I mean, we've got a couple more. We've got 10 minutes. Let's see where we want to jump into. So this is a fun conversation that you and I. Who the hell is going to go out west? Somebody's going to have to go out west that doesn't want to.
In this list.
Yeah.
This list,
Well,
right?
I guess overall, I'm trying to see who else is in these supers that is. So out west would be Oregon.
UCLA.
Oh God, I forgot Oregon. UCLA. I was going to say Oregon State. I forgot they are not up there.
I think they stay and go to Oregon. That's
They're
what
going to
I
have
think's
to.
gonna happen.
They're going to
I think
have
it'd
to.
be so fun.
There's no way they don't send them back over east.
It's sitting right there for them.
I think it's probably the committee being, maybe if the committee does it, maybe in the back of their mind, they're like, get in a conference. You can't be independent. Get your ass in a conference. And if you're gonna, and I saw a comment in the Diamond, people in the Discord going, well, it's not fair that the Big West or whatever.
I saw
Big
that
West
the Big West wasn't as strong.
wasn't
this year.
strong. I think that's not an excuse. There, you have the Pac-12 team. Former Pac-12 teams. I don't know. I don't think they scheduled a series with them. I mean, they played a midweek maybe, but
I think they played. It was funny because we were talking about it earlier in the year. I mean, as long as Portland wasn't going to make it into the tournament, neither of these teams were going to have to worry because they played well against both of them. They kind of fell off at the end of the season, but another one that is on the bubble, Keeney, that could stay out west. Gonzaga. Do you think Gonzaga has the resume to make it into the tournament, or do you think their strength of schedule is going to really hurt them? Because their strength of schedule is I had it.
where are they RPI? Where are they RPI? And how's their GPA
is
too?
57th in RPI. Their GPA is probably like a 3.99 would be my guess because they're so smart. And I'm sure the cost. What's their cost per year? What's their tuition cost? That's going to make a big difference as well.
What's their TV money? What's their TV revenue? That's what gets them in too.
They are 160 in strength of schedule. Now, 57 RPI is probably sitting out anyways. When you have Purdue and Michigan both ahead of you, and I don't know that either of them are going to get in. But 160, that hurts. That hurts.
Maybe they put Gonzaga in to kind of feel the. I can't say that because I like maps. So anything that's just regionally out there is makes sense to me. Golly.
You know what, Kenny? I did not realize this. RPI. This is why you cannot leave Mercer out. Mercer is 28 in the country.
I believe they keep on going up too.
I don't care if their strength schedule says 127. They're 28. And Kentucky's 37. The Citadel is 41. Texas State is 42. Miami of Ohio is 44. Arizona State, the team that has some star power at the top of that lineup, is 46.
I think Texas State. Yeah, I think. I mean that honestly, that's probably everybody's dream job, listening and watching. I don't think Texas State. I think they're a bubble team. They just. I don't think they've been that strong enough to be that consistent to be in hold.
they do have a good strength of schedule at 31. I will say they were 6-11 in quad one wins, but Virginia Tech was 7-13. Virginia Tech is sitting right behind them in RPI. Virginia Tech has 6 less wins than they do. I'm telling you, man. You look at this across the board.
Stuff is so fun.
There's so many things and there's so many metrics everybody wants to talk about and use as their reasoning for this, that, and the other. But Troy is another one. Troy is sitting on the bubble. Troy's only 3 wins over 500, Kenny, but their strength of schedule is 6th in the country. 6th in the Sun Belt. They are 6th in the country in strength of schedule. The only teams above them are Auburn, Alabama, Florida State, Florida, and Ole Miss. So
who the hell have they played
in an ACC school? Let's go look. Let's look at their schedule real quick. Now the Sun Belt is dangerous. They opened up the season with a series at Mercer. Then they went to Mississippi State. Then they had a home series with Campbell. Then they went on the road to Georgia, at home against Western Carolina, at East Carolina, at Rutgers, at Vanderbilt, and then they had a home series with Maryland, who's not a team that anybody's worried about, at Alabama, and then they had a home series with Old Dominion, Southern Miss. They had a midweeks with Samford and Florida A&M, another midweek with Florida A&M, and then there's some.
I'll take that as a, even though it's SWAC, that's still a good SWAC team to play.
I mean, almost their entire schedule is postseason teams. Georgia again, Alabama again, UAB is a team that now they're probably sitting on the they're going to sit on the outside, but they were on the bubble for the most time. UL they won the series with Louisiana, and Louisiana's probably going to be in. I mean, I'd say they made their case really well. Man,
it looks like they have not been swept either. I don't think they've been swept. I'm looking at it really quick.
You're right. They won that series with Campbell too.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
even
they're a tough team to leave out.
Yeah, even their. I'm trying to,
really, they really should have beat Southern Miss in the game before the title. They gave up that grand slam on an 0-2 count. 0-2 count, Kenny. 0-2 count with 2 outs. The guy is set up on the outside, and you throw it into.
Yeah, you told me about that.
And that dude just golfed it. It looked like the one for that pit hit against Florida State, except from the opposite side of the plate. So, we got 2 minutes, Kenny. We want to. So what we're gonna do is just want to make sure as they're revealing it, I'm gonna plug into the plates, right, into our regionals.
You have it, yeah.
And then Kenny's gonna show it because we're not gonna be showing the TV broadcast that we're not looking to get in trouble, and so we're gonna be putting up the slide. We don't know how they're gonna reveal it. Those are teams that I think are out. So.
Oh, we got it animated. Oh, crap.
I forgot to hide that slide, I guess. Let me hide it.
Well, here, while you go fix this up. Oh, we have it ready. Yeah, we're going to have to duplicate these slides in there. But, yeah, it should be interesting. It should be really interesting. This is just, man, look, I wish they had MVP baseball back again. Just imagine. We're talking at a time where, college baseball is like growing so fast. There's podcasts. Even our stupid heads have a podcast for this stuff. There's 2 to 3 baseball apps right now. Like, this is a perfect time. And look, give us a college baseball game. Just give us the stupid DLCs. I don't care. This could be a one-time only game where you take care of it for 5 years and you leave it. Just give us something to play with. Yeah,
I just give us something to play with. I just want to simulate the bracket so I can see what my game's telling me it's going to happen.
That's where I get my analytics from, is the video game. The video games.
Yeah. You know what, Kenny? The other thing that's annoying about it is you were talking about the game and getting it back. What they're testing all that in the show, right? They're testing those teams just like they're doing with college basketball and the NBA one. And it's like as big of a deal as the football one has been, why can't we get it? Oh, they're revealing it, Kenny. They're showing it already.
Crap.
They're on.
I'm watching it.
They haven't revealed anything. They're showing some of the teams. St. John's is sitting at looks like B-dubs, Kenny. St. John's Red Storm is at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hold on. I'm on the ESPN.
UCF is in a pool? They're in a pool?
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
This is hilarious. I love
this. This is what I'm telling you.
Baseball's
Look,
the best.
The Big South had a mama bear and her baby bears walking around the park. So if that tells you how college baseball is, it's just absolutely.
Oh, Kenny, that's what I was going to say. You were talking about how big baseball has been, and I got sidetracked when we started talking about the game. But I was going to say, in a time where so many more kids are not leaving to go straight to the minor leagues and going to college, where a lot of these college programs are somewhat better than the lower minor leagues, that's what also makes it so much more fun, is so many more players of high talent are deciding to go to college, go for 3 years, and then teams are not having to sit them in single A for 3 years before they come up, and now they're 25, and now they're behind the game, behind the guys who came straight out of high school. But now it's to a point where we're seeing guys go to the majors or go to minors and get up to the majors within a year. And it's happening every season now in the last couple of years. I mean, Travis Bazana is already up for Cleveland. He was the number 1 pick last year. Skeens did it right out of college. Dylan Cruz has struggled a little bit at the plate.
He's back. He's back up.
He's back, right? Yep. So
yeah, I think what his issue was, they were changing the way he's hit.
Completely?
They were changing. Yeah, I think they were, and they kind of. I cannot get this up. I wonder if I have too many tabs up because Cox Wi-Fi is so bad.
They got Kyle Peterson on.
Kyle Peterson. Yeah, it's showing me First Take, and it's telling me to buy the plan.
I see Mercer in the background. Oh, just refresh. I have that happen sometimes too. Just refresh the page.
Oh, this sucks so bad.
You haven't missed anything yet. They haven't released anything.
Well, I want to be able to see crap when you tell me something happened. I want to.
Kenny, they're showing UCF pool. That's what you want to see, my man. I forgot.
I knew that was gonna. I knew you were gonna say some crap like that. Let me get this stupid stuff up.
All right, here we go. Number 1 seed, UCLA.
So unfair.
Come on, Kenny, hurry up.
Okay, let me. I got the thing up so I could show it. All right, here we go. All right,
you get it up. Is the 4th seed.
Oh, are they doing it by regional?
Yeah, they're just releasing it by regional.
Okay. Should I hop to the? Okay.
Cal Poly's the 3 seed.
Ooh. Yeah, dude, just go ahead and delete all of that. This sucks.
Virginia Tech got the 2 seed, or Cal Poly did? I can't even tell. I don't even know which one got the 2 seed between Virginia Tech and Cal Poly. I assume Virginia Tech did.
Might have to put this on my iPad. I mean, it's not even coming up. Oh, joy. Cox, if you're listening, you got to figure it out. Y'all got to figure it out. This is absolutely insane.
Oh, they're doing it in 1, 2, 3, 4, Kenny. So I'm not going to be able to fill out the slide yet. I'll start working on the second one.
God, why did they jump it like that? Did they announce the?
Georgia Tech is 2. The Citadel is the 4. That's dangerous.
Dude, technology is so great. When you need it, it says no. When you need it, it says no.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Citadel is the 3. Oklahoma is the 2.
Okay.
UIC is the 4 there. Illinois, Chicago.
That is the
Dude, Georgia Tech's offense is crazy.
it's pissing me off. I cannot believe this is not working. I can't even get it up on my iPad.
Is it working yet?
I'm gonna try my phone now. We'll see if it works on the phone. There we go.
Georgia 3, as we expected.
All right, Athens Regional. I must be behind now.
LIU.
All right, Long Island. Who did we have favorited on that one?
There's Liberty.
Yeah, you're ahead of me. Thank you, Cox. That's looking like a little easy regional here. I mean, besides Liberty.
And Boston College?
Whoa.
Man. Good pitching staff.
Yeah.
That's a...
Oof.
Well, Kenny, that makes me worry. We haven't seen Mercer in either of those regionals.
Look, they could be a team they send out. They got Florida. They got look. I mean, you got to think regional wise. I mean, they're a Georgia team, and there's a bunch of. I mean, look, they still got Auburn.
So we were right so far, 1, 2, and 3. I think everybody had that. Who else did they say? It was Georgia. I missed one of the teams.
Where?
Oh, they put Auburn above North Carolina. I missed one of the teams in the last one. I got Georgia, Boston College, and Long Island. Do you remember who the last one was?
Boston College? Wait, say it one more time.
Boston College. I have Boston College, LIU, and Georgia. I'll just back it up real quick. I don't remember who it was.
Why am I drawing a blank?
Liberty,
sorry.
You're good.
All right. Auburn, Milwaukee. Wow, North Carolina State got in. Oh my gosh.
You know they weren't going to leave them out with their coach retiring.
God. Oh, okay. I guess that makes a little sense. Everyone loves a little storyline.
Yeah.
Central Florida. Oh, ooh.
There's UCF.
Yeah, splash and pool. Jesus Christ.
So they're going to Auburn?
Mm-hmm. Let's pull this out. Help you out here.
So we got Auburn, NC State. I assume UCF is the 2 seed there. NC State's the 3.
Where are you at on this
Forward to
thing?
them going on commercial.
Oh, you're on slide 6. Oh.
Yeah, I'm updating it. Who was the 4 seed in that one at Auburn? Milwaukee, right?
Yeah, Milwaukee. Yeah, they didn't do it the way I thought they would, so I think that's what's throwing us off here.
All right, this is going to be Chapel Hill.
Big time throwing me off.
Yeah, I'll be in a better.
They're going by
position
so fast.
I know.
All right, East Carolina. Oh, North Carolina,
North
VCU,
Carolina.
East Carolina, and Tennessee.
So VCU.
God.
Oh my God.
That's rough.
North Carolina hates us.
Oh
They get
my
us
goodness,
2 years ago,
Tennessee.
now they got Tennessee. And East Carolina's playing really well too. So Tennessee's the 2, East Carolina the 3, and then the 4 is VCU.
Yeah, yeah. The problem is Tennessee. Tennessee's so dangerous, man. They're like one of those teams that they can show up in Omaha or in a regional really well.
We'll update the seeds after. I'm just putting all
Yeah,
these
you don't need
spots.
to worry about the seeds.
I'm updated now. Jim.
Okay.
All right, this will be an interesting regional.
Yeah. Maybe Texas State in here.
There's
Holy Cross. Okay.
Oh God, those guys they're happy. I think
So
they're
happy. You didn't think they would make
said-
it, huh?
They said we love Texas. It's like they knew they were in. There they are. We saw that.
Yeah, there they are. That's a story.
There we
They're
go.
gonna bring. They don't know if that guy was. They don't know when he was born, and they don't know what state he was born in, but they know about John Tarlin.
And his duck.
Santa
Santa
Barbara.
Barbara. 2
Let's
seed.
go.
They hold on to the 2 seed.
Deserved it.
Yes, they did.
I think that should be a fun reach. Well, the problem with Santa Barbara is they really only got one pitcher, so they'll probably save him.
I don't know if they can. Against
Apparently, like
Tarleton.
after him, it's just kind of over with. After them, it's just kind of over with. Do you want to go out? What's your deal, dog? Come on. Let me know your thoughts. Okay. What do you think about these regionals so far? Huh? Oof, man, they flying by on this.
I told you,
Good
Kenny.
fam.
They're going to do Alabama.
A 7 seed? Okay.
We knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And that means they're going to leave. They're going to leave Southern Miss out of the top 8.
Oh, the way Florida played? Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to give a Sun Belt team the benefit of the doubt. They've got they have that ESPN obligation and money to fill. UC Upstate, okay.
Okay, so we got Alabama.
Who's the 2
Alabama
seed?
State,
Oklahoma State is the 2 seed.
So you said Alabama State, USC Upstate,
And Oklahoma State. Wow, they look very thrilled to be in this regional. They look so thrilled. So thrilled to be in this regional. Man, what we think about this one really quick?
Oklahoma State is dangerous. They're playing well right now. I don't know if Alabama has been up and down. They've lost some games they definitely should have won. Their RPI is so high, which helps them. But I think that's a tough one with Oklahoma State being there too. They're playing really well. Yep, there we go. We saw it.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I mean,
fair.
Florida's played really well. Let me get this in here.
Southern Miss has got to be
Ryder.
going nuts right now. The Ryder Bronx.
Not the Broncos, the Bronx.
So the only thing we were off so far is Auburn and North Carolina flipped, and then Southern Miss being slightly down. Troy's in.
Oh, let's go.
There's a bubble team.
Oh, that's going to be fun there. How's Troy's pitching staff? Oh, Miami, dude. That's a sleeping team right there.
We had Miami in our last projection going to Gainesville,
Yeah,
didn't we?
yeah, we did. Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
being a good 2
definitely.
seed.
Don't send them
That's a fun
across
one.
to Oregon.
No.
So Miami, Troy, and who's the 4 seed?
Ryder.
Ryder. God, can we go to commercial after this?
Yeah, that. I mean, I saw that 12 o'clock. I knew they were going to just absolutely hit it. Where are you at on this page?
I have. All right, good. I think they're going to break.
Okay, I see it.
Let me start
Yeah, so
cutting some of this out since
Okay.
they're not doing it the way we thought we would.
Just delete some of these slides that we're not using.
I'm just deleting the plates on the right because we haven't done them yet.
Oh, they dropped the sign. All right, let's see. Let me look at some of these leaders in the. So
The
I
thing
want to
is,
know.
Kenny, they're not giving us the 2 seed seedings, and I'm kind of upset about that. I kind of wanted to see where these 2 seeds are sitting. And
Yeah, yeah, they talked about it all year about doing these bubbles and leading the top,
Yeah.
and they didn't really do that. And that's how I thought they would start it off as.
Yeah, we know the pods, right? We
Yeah.
know they're in pods, but like we don't know exactly what their number is.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset about that. I mean, it's to the average viewer. I don't think, and that's probably why they did that. They probably didn't care to show enough the pods because that's just for something people like us are following. They want to know the pod wise, but
Yeah. Jeez. I'm getting this ready so that way once it's there, we're gonna go through we're gonna give our predictions, right? Our initial thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Slide them
They're
in
all
there.
updated. They're not all in perfect format, but they're there.
I'm interested to see this.
They're not all
Florida
distributed
regional.
perfectly, but you know me.
Troy mentioned.
Dude,
We love Troy in here.
Man, love Troy. We were just talking about it before.
You got a 5.96 ERA. I'm wondering how are they on the road? That's always a question for me on some of these 17 and 18. Okay, not that hot. Versus ranked 4 and 7.
Hey, I'm running to the bathroom real quick while we're on break.
Heard. But yeah, let me look over all of this again. I wonder if they have all of this up already. Let's go to the bracket. But I can go back and forth here as Jason's kind of working this out. Out of the automatic bids, let's see who's already been picked out besides Georgia, Georgia Tech, Kansas. We're going to wait on Kansas, UCLA top pick. UC Upstate's been picked out of here. Let's see. Ryder's been picked out of here. Alabama State's been picked out. East Carolina's been picked out. He doesn't even know. Oh my God. Let's see. I wonder where Jacksonville State. Where do we think Jacksonville State's going to have to? They're going to be in a. Who else is left? That's if we're missing out on top 8. I wish I could work on the slide at the same time, but to be able to show it is.
Yeah, let me move these around real
Maybe-
quick. So these 2 are flipped most likely.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be 7. And then these 2 are flipped, right?
So they have
This is
possibles
kinda
are
close.
Southern Miss, Florida State, and Mississippi State. I mean, those seems to be the only other options for a team like Jacksonville
I
State
think
to be a 2
Jacksonville-
seed.
I think Jacksonville State has done well enough to get be in that top pod and play Mississippi State,
Uh-huh.
but I can
Yeah.
see them putting them at Florida State as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we weren't completely off.
Mm-mm.
That far off right now.
I'm hoping they keep Southern Miss at 9. Where's that?
Got to. I think they
Mhm.
have to. They won the Sun Belt. The Sun Belt was really tough. All right, here we go. Yep, there you go. There's Hattiesburg. We're back.
As they should.
There's their 9.
All right, you're ahead of me, so read it out, and I'll remember it. Southern Miss. What do they got? Everybody named Mama there. Southern Miss. Here we go. 4 seed. Little Rock. Amen. Watch out for the Little Rock. Yeah. Hey, look, if they show up like they did last year, they're a bomb hitting team too. I wonder where they're at if they're still hitting those bombs because they were ripping the ball last year against LSU. Jacksonville State, Southern Miss.
There they go.
There they go. 3 seed. Is that right?
3 seed. They are a 3 seed.
Is that how that works? 3 seed?
I think so.
Okay. Wow.
I
And
can't
Virginia.
tell. Some of these
Virginia
2
2
3
seed.
seeds, I can't tell which one is which.
Yeah.
Jacksonville State should be a 2 seed.
They did not do a good job presenting this. I'm going to be honest with that. I think it's just for the naked eye, but
I think they also are thinking it's Memorial Day.
and you make an event out of it. It's Memorial Day.
So they think nobody's watching, I guess.
Yeah.
They think they're all out at the pool, like UCF.
Yeah, that's a
That's a
dangerous regional. Yeah.
Top to bottom, 1 through 4.
Let's see if Cass will let me go to Hattiesburg for a weekend. God, we're man. All right, here's Florida State. So yeah, we're pretty much got it set over here.
So we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good.
I think we knew Southern Miss wasn't going to be 7, but we were hopeful.
St. John's. So just St. John's is done out of here. We can remove them. Does Citadel get in here? Does Citadel?
Citadel's we already did Citadel.
Who? What did I miss
Citadel is
that?
in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah. There's NIU.
Okay. Maybe
Wow,
that's a
1972, Kenny. Dang, Northern Illinois got a 3 seed because the MAC was so strong with Kent State and Miami.
Coastal's a 4 seed?
No, I think that's saying they're a 2 seed.
I can't figure this out.
St.
I
John's
really
is the
can't.
4 seed.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
NIU is the 3 seed.
I'm looking at it up and down. 3. Okay. Coastal's 2. Okay. All right. I got it.
It's
it
a
now.
weird way they're showing it.
Yeah.
Because in the top game, they have the
Interesting,
top seed at the top, and then the other one on the other bottom, they have the top seed at the bottom. Coastal struggled late, so
Yeah, they've kind of they have not looked great. I don't know if are we going to put it into the fact that their coach might be leaving and it's just kind of off. All right, 11 is Oregon. Where do we have? I don't know. We have A&M.
we had A&M.
We have A&M
above
at that
them.
spot.
I'm
But,
guessing A&M
hey,
is 12.
Yeah, this makes sense because A&M's really just fallen off a little bit. I think, and the point of, oh, poor Yale. Have fun traveling, Yale.
Oh, so Yale got screwed. Yale got destroyed.
Yale's that team that's going. Do we see Oregon State here, dude? Do we see Oregon State?
Oh yes.
They're gonna do it for the vibes, dude. They're gonna do it for the theatrics.
Washington
Washington State. Okay.
Well, that's your 3. There they are.
Yes. Oh, this is gonna be so great. Oh my
Anybody's
God.
surprised. You got 3 former Pac-12 teams there.
Are they saying something? Are they saying something?
They missed the Pac-12, and then they sent
They miss
Yale
it.
out there. Poor Yale.
Let's
They don't look too upset though. They're just happy to play. Yeah, Kitty, there they go. They're talking about it. So many power bats in that lineup. That's dangerous.
So who?
So they're 11. So do we think A&M's next? Yep. There's A&M.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I
So
think
I'm
you
looking.
have to because there's too many SEC teams right in that first pot out.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an also. That's the thing to consideration is not putting too
There's
much on that
Lamar.
ball. God, yeah. Lamar put a whipping on McNeese too. All right. I'm just looking at Oregon State compare. Batting wise, Oregon takes the cake. No,
There's
all day.
Texas State. So they're telling us they love the Sun Belt, dude. Is the Sun
They
Belt
better
gonna
love
get
the
five?
Sun Belt.
Sun Belt's going to get 5, Giddy?
They should. They should. That's a great
That's what
conference.
we've been talking about. We love it.
Ooh, USC.
Wow.
Oh, that's a beautiful regional.
Dude,
I love it.
Mason Edwards, dude, do you save him for Texas A&M? I think you have to.
Mm-hmm. There's no way they throw him against Texas State, though. There's no way.
No, you can't.
Why? I don't understand why the 1 seeds get the first game so early.
I think they get it. I thought they always got a choice if they wanted.
Is it a
the early
choice
game
thing? Okay.
I thought so. I could be wrong though. So I'm going to go to 13 next. I'm guessing this is going to be Lawrence.
Yeah. It seems.
Lincoln.
Wow.
Shoot.
Oh, come
Nebraska.
on, move them. This has got to be one of those things that it's about the matchup.
Daddy. He said make room
Make-
for Daddy.
Who said that? The
The
announcer.
guy on the announcer. I figured South Dakota State would go there.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling that guy last
Where
night.
the hell are
in
they at? A
Discord.
bar? What is that person holding? Oh, the trophy. Okay. gotta
Arizona
watch
State.
those.
They're the 3. They were right there on the bubble at this point.
Mhm.
Oh, Kenny, I'm worried about Mercer now.
Maybe I think they'll probably be one of those last seeds. There'll be a last seed in here. Ole Miss.
Miss.
Wow. They gave them the 2 seed. I mean,
Miss.
3 seed. 4 seed. 4 seed? No, shut up, Kenny. 3.
Ole Miss is the 2.
2. God, I
Arizona
can't get
State's
this
the
right.
3.
My
It's
brain,
okay, Kenny.
I'm struggling.
All right, now is
Oh,
Lawrence.
shit. We just lost like 8 viewers because I couldn't get anything right.
How many viewers do we have? Is anybody here?
It says 29, but I think that's just total count. That's fun. How would they have them matched up? So that's going to put.
Lawrence has to be next, right?
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, are they not?
You can't put West Virginia above them, and I don't think
No.
Starkville should be anything.
It's got to be. It's got to be because if they're gonna move things around.
Starkville at 14.
You're kidding me. You're
Bro.
kidding me.
What is this?
What did Mississippi State do?
So they're basically saying,
Jason,
West
this
Virginia
has to be-
Kansas are 15 and 16
this has to be they're aligning things to be
for the pods.
like matchup. It's got to be how they're lining up things to be matched up. So they're
Oh,
not putting
because
SEC. It's
now
got to be.
SEC teams will play each other in supers. I see.
It's got to be. It's got to be a lineup thing.
There's UL.
I can't believe I'm rooting for you all at this
Sun Belt,
point.
baby. 5 Sun Belt.
That's ridiculous. It's got to be a region. It's got to be because
It's got to be.
would that make
Because it doesn't really matter because they're potted up anyways.
Mm-hmm. They're going to give them a tough one. Oh, Cincinnati? Are you kidding me?
Cincinnati's offense is strong.
Yeah.
But they're the 2 seed. Dude, but how are you going to have so many 2 seed Big 12 teams but not have the Big 12 at 15 and 16? It's kind of wild.
God, I can't believe they gave them a 14 seed.
I'm so glad that they gave the Sun Belt their 5 teams. That conference is so strong.
and they even do it quick. So all those Sun Belt teams are out of there. So, and I feel like Washington State's out, Yale's done,
Yeah, how many
South
auto
Dakota
bids do we
State's
have
done, Bama State,
Binghamton we still have.
Hampton. Did Cal Poly get picked up?
Yes, no.
Yeah. Okay, Kansas is
Yes, they
15.
did.
East Carolina, waiting on you. No, East Carolina's been picked. I wish I could mark these off. Who are they going to give? 4 seed. Who is the 4 seed for Kansas? Northeastern. Okay, Northeastern. Check it off.
Out Campbell. And they came back from the losers bracket too. Beat Campbell twice.
Holy Cross checked off. Jacksonville State checked off. Lamar checked off. Little Rock checked off. Okay. I think we said Missouri State there or Nebraska.
Yep, it's the only two that really made sense. Is this where Arkansas ends up, Kenny? Arkansas? Oh my gosh.
That's insane.
That's a dangerous team. And Missouri State, they played each other in Missouri State, beat them.
Look, Arkansas, they're going to come out so hot. They got so much to live up to now.
They split the season.
They're going to be
Missouri State, I think. They played twice.
They're going to play pissed.
They're going to be so dangerous.
They're going to be so pissed.
They could be matched up with Georgia Tech. Wow. That means West Virginia at 16.
Let's say Arkansas gets out of this regional. I don't think they'll win in the Super.
I wouldn't be opposed to saying they could win a Super.
Oh,
Georgia Tech's tough though.
All right, Morgantown is 16.
That's
it.
Yeah. This means if Mercer's not here, Kenny, they're not in. That would be, and Kentucky hasn't been shown yet either.
Oh
So
no, Kentucky better! I swear to God, if Kentucky's in this,
it's going to come down to one of them.
Come
So
on,
there's Binghamton.
this is a Mercer area. I cannot believe
This is
they left
Mercer
Mercer
right here.
out.
This has got to be Mercer.
Come
It's gotta
on,
be
Mercer. Come
Give us
on.
Mercer. Give us
Where's
Mercer.
the NIT playing?
No, nobody wants to see
Are
Kentucky.
you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Nobody wants
How?
to see Kentucky over Mercer.
You're kidding me.
Dude, this is...
Look at these stupid lights they have on back here. There's no way.
So we get
It's
screwed
Wake!
and don't see Mercer.
That is so stupid. Kentucky? Are you? Ooh, that's such BS.
Kentucky's your last team in. Wow.
You pick Kentucky. Oklahoma
Nobody's
and
scared of
Vanderbilt.
Kentucky.
Oklahoma and Vanderbilt are above them in the SEC. They're on a 3-game losing streak. That is ridiculous.
How do you put them in over Mercer?
I don't understand.
Mercer's
that.
RPI is higher. If you care about RPI so much, Mercer's higher. Mercer's one of the best offensive teams in the country. Nobody's going to be scared of Kentucky like they would be of Mercer coming in. And Mercer going to West Virginia would have been fun.
Kentucky does not deserve that. That is insane. I cannot believe they put Kentucky in. Let me go look at Kentucky's
If you're going
crap.
to leave out TCU, you should have just left off Kentucky too.
Yeah. Let's look. Okay.
I had Mercer.
They lost a
ready
series
go.
to Vanderbilt. Lost a series. Don't even get me started. Lost a series to Vanderbilt. Lost a series to South Carolina. Lose the series to Arkansas. Then you lost to Vanderbilt in the SEC tournament. And you telling me here that they deserve to be, and they lost to Louisville, You're telling me they lost the series to Missouri, and you're telling me right here and there.
They lost the series Missouri and South Carolina and Vanderbilt.
Yes, and you're telling me that they deserve to be in the regional. Asinine.
I think if you're leaving TCU out and you're leaving Pitt out, you have to leave Kentucky out too.
I hate hearing the word SEC bias, but if this isn't SEC bias, I don't look. My dad's in here. My dad probably agrees. Oh, he was in here at 8:22, so that was a long time ago. But you're telling me that is
Wow.
That is insane. They're 13-17 in the SEC. You cannot give a losing record SEC champ in the conference.
Kimmy, did they go 30-28?
Yes, 31-21.
Oh, 31-21. Their record isn't updated on our thing, but that's fine. It doesn't matter.
That is
wow.
I cannot believe that.
Wow. I think I'm shocked that if you're going to put 5 Sun Belt teams in and not Mercer as well, like I would have thought they would only get 4 in and Mercer would get in. If you were going to put Kentucky in, I'm still shocked Kentucky's in. I don't think that's a team anybody's going to be worried about. Now, who's to say? I mean, they can come out of that regional and we would be shocked, but I don't see that happening. I can see that being an 0-2 for them.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I want to know the committee's feeling behind that and why they put Kentucky in.
31-21 for Kentucky.
That's according to Diamond App. 13th in the SEC.
I don't know our 2 seeds either. I wish we knew where they were ranking them.
That's crazy.
I guess we'll know here soon. I mean, most.
Are you still listening to what they're saying?
They're on commercial, so
okay.
We're just updating our seedings.
Yeah, let me know when you get those updated, and I can flap those out. That's crazy.
So everything is updated as much as I can. It's cool because the cool thing is that you can see is who we had as 2 seeds and see where some of these regionals ended up with 2 seeds, but also our projections were 2 weeks ago. So, wow, yeah, you should. They're not clean and formatted and organized, but you can throw them up there and we can look at them real quick.
Okay, so this is.
That's your 116.
Are you working on an hour? Or should I wait a little bit?
No, I stopped. It's good.
Okay. Oh, you done?
Yeah, they're not all cleanly formatted.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't matter.
They're all there.
All right. So let's break this down. Los Angeles Regional. It'll be UCLA, Virginia Tech, Cal Poly, St. Mary's, and they'll match up with the Morgantown Regional, which will be West Virginia, Wake Forest, Kentucky, and Binghamton. Gainesville Regional and Hattiesburg Regional. Good little matchups. I think this Hattiesburg and Gainesville Regional, Super Regional, if that comes up, I think that will be a pretty tough one for Southern Miss if they come out of it. But how are we feeling? Besides Kentucky, I don't want to talk about Kentucky. I'm too pissed. I'm too pissed off about that.
So Virginia Tech getting a 2 seed is kind of shocking to me. This is a team that was sitting on the bubble most of the season, and I know their record isn't right in this. I'm not worried about it. But Cal Poly getting the 3 seed is good. Cal Poly is going to be a team. I think they'll beat Virginia Tech and go play UCLA in that 1-0 game. I think they're going to have a tough time with UCLA. I think UCLA is just too good. Probably going to be an easy one coming out of that regional. What do you think about Morgantown? If you're not talking about Kentucky, you got West Virginia or Wake Forest. Those are 2 good pitching teams.
We'll see what Wake Forest does. Pitching staff wise, I think that they're really good. I think West Virginia's got this in the good bag. I don't.
Yeah.
Who if I know? I mean, we talk about how baseball is kind of that who shows up depends on how you show up. And Kentucky might be a team that maybe surprises everybody and shows up regional wise, but
well, Wake Forest is going to have to throw their ace. I think West Virginia can save Maxiel and save Maxiel for that 1-0 game, which would be huge for them. Get to 2-0, and then you got to win. Just win one of the next two, and you're good. They're a team that doesn't hit a lot of home runs. I don't think this region. If I was talking about how many home runs are going to be hit across each regional,
Right.
This is probably going to be the lowest count, I'd say, out of any of them, but probably the most strikeouts. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, Wake Forest is up there with LSU in strikeouts.
Yeah, and West Virginia I think is too.
Let me look at those pitching stats really quick, see if I can pull it up. Well, that's pitching overall. ERA. Let me see ERA wise.
Wow, I am so shocked. I don't even want to go look at comments right now because people are probably going crazy. Let's go.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and look all that crap up. Yeah, that's crazy. I think it's you and I have talked since we started doing this about the fact that how people still have Kentucky in here. Crap, I just went ahead when I didn't want to. Let's talk Gainesville Regional. I think this is a pretty interesting one. I think but for the way Troy's been playing, and their ability to hit the ball in Florida, I think they're just too hot right now to be worried on a series upset. But I don't even want to say anything about Florida because I said who knows if their pitching staff's going to show up, and their pitching staff has done pretty good over the last. But this Hattiesburg regional is hard. That's a hard regional.
That is so hard. You see that we had two seeds there. I can't believe they put Jacksonville State as the 3 seed. That team, I mean, they played so well. They're both conference regular season and conference tournament champs out of the Conference USA. And I mean, that's a conference that had 3 teams in, but also Dallas Baptist and Louisiana Tech sitting 4 and 5 didn't make it in. But those were 2 other teams that had played really well down the stretch. And I'm surprised. I'm surprised by that. But Little Rock is a team that's also hot, back to years winning the conference. And we were talking about it. They gave LSU fits last year. Could they give Southern Miss fits? I think so. Man, I don't even know who can come out of this region. I think anybody can.
Yeah, I'm seeing the people in the Discord saying that could Jacksonville just run this regional over? I think this is unfair to Southern Miss. I think it's a little bit too much on Southern Miss to kind of put them in this situation. But again, I guess that's how the cookie crumbles, and to prove that the Sun Belt team, and I feel like they kind of been snubbed every year. But that's my thought on it.
So, Kenny, if you were matching these up, right, so then you'd have UCLA, West Virginia, and I'm guessing Florida, and then pick somebody. I'm going to go Jacksonville State.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, and I'll do Southern Miss. I'll go the opposite of you because I don't want Southern Miss.
I didn't want to go all the top seeds.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do Southern Miss that dirty. And my boy Perry said I can't do Southern Miss dirty, so I'm not doing Southern Miss dirty.
So then who wins the Super? UCLA, West Virginia? UCLA, right?
Oh, 100%. I think UCLA is I don't want to jump the gun here, but I think it'll be UCLA and Georgia.
And then
in a fight, I guess if that's how that works.
And then Florida getting a home Super against either Southern Miss or Jacksonville State would be our guesses. I think it's going to be tough to beat Florida, but if Florida goes cold, and we've seen it, their bullpen's shaky. They've blown games for that team. Florida's gotten ahead early and then given up games. We've seen it from even when Aiden King starts. We've seen it happen against Oklahoma. Man, 3-game series with Florida, man, between Southern Miss or Jacksonville State. I think Florida could lose. I think they can get that first game with Aiden King, but it'll be tough.
Maybe I wonder how deep their bullpen is. I mean, again, this is where I don't think they had to dig too deep into it during the conference championship. So who knows? If I'm trying to see if I can compare, I guess not. I can only compare 2 at a time, but pitching wise, I'm just going to go off of Miami and Florida right now because I think those are the seeds to look at for that one. Florida dominates on pitching, but Miami is a little bit better with batting, minus the home runs. Florida's at 90, Miami's at 79. So everything else, Miami's got better stats on batting average, on base percentage. But again, these are numbers.
So which of these two, like we talked about the 3 seeds, I think Jacksonville State's probably the best 3 seed out of these 4. If you were looking at the 2 seeds, is Wake Forest or Miami better?
Wake Forest or Miami better?
They're all ACC schools. I just realized that. All
that's
2
a
seeds
great
are ACC schools.
That's a great question.
Did they play each other in the regular season?
I don't know, man. For part of me wants to say Miami, and I'm saying Miami because, I mean, Miami's got a great record, and they have not gotten close to the rankings. I don't know what's stopping. Maybe it's their RPI.
No, I think it was
the 31 RPI.
Then they lost that series to Duke earlier this year. That was really what hurt them early on. But then I've seen they beat Wake Forest 2 out of 3 this year, 3-1. They lost 3-1, and then they won 8-0. And I haven't seen – the only other series they lost this season were NC State and Florida State.
Okay. Yeah, give me Miami on this one. It's Wake Forest is where I got the ERA leaders up here. Wake Forest is not up here, but I think Wake Forest has a lot of walks, so I think that's what's going to hurt them over this because we talk about the walks being a really bad issue with a lot of teams, and that will hurt you.
For Wake Forest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of the things I was kind of, not that I didn't want to see Little Rock in, but I think if EIU was in, the way Eastern Illinois had been playing as far as their ability to control at the plate, they don't get struck out a lot. They're probably one of the best on-base percentage teams in the country, for considering they're from the OVC. That would have been a team I would have been scared of, as a team that, for teams like Wake Forest that walk a lot of guys, you're not going to strike out that EIU team very much. But it is what it is. I mean, we're not even going to see him. We're not going to see Mercer. Sad.
Yeah. God, that sucks so much. They've got I don't know if this is 4th as in. So they got 267 walks on the season for Wake Forest. I can't. But I know they got it. They're like the same thing with LSU, the 2 greatest pitching labs apparently. Lots of strikeouts, but a ton of walks.
Kenny, I'm looking at it. Everyone RPI in the top 38 are in, except Mercer. And they're 28.
Somebody's paying somebody. Somebody is
Miami, Oklahoma State, Tennessee, Liberty, Louisiana, Troy, Boston College, UCF, Kentucky, UC Santa Barbara.
Behind them?
They're all behind them. Yeah.
Behind them and didn't get in.
And Texas State, Virginia Tech, Arizona State. Those are all at large. NC State. NC State's 50. Mercer's 28. They're the last bubble team I see is 50. Yeah, it's NC State. Wow. Everybody else is auto bid. As we expected, we didn't see Purdue, Michigan, or Kent State, or UTSA. UTSA also screwed themselves down the stretch, losing that series.
Yeah,
to UAB,
that whole conference did.
Yeah,
That whole
we
conference
thought they were going to
did.
get 3 teams at one point, and then they all just fell apart.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. Clemson had a better RPI than NC State. High Point did too. So did SEMO.
Yeah, I think they. We'll see. We'll see. Let's jump into these other regionals so we can kind of wrap all this up. Atlanta, Georgia Tech, Oklahoma, the Citadel. I think Oklahoma is going to get knocked out really quick. I do not think Oklahoma's it was even worthy of a 2 seed to be, in my opinion. I'm surprised they got a 2 seed. Lawrence, this is going to be a good one. That's a fun regional to see. I say Kansas kind of takes that. Arkansas, Kansas,
Really?
maybe Arkansas. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see Arkansas winning that regional.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I can also
Me
see
too.
Missouri
Me
State
too.
winning it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Arkansas, with the pitching staff that they have, they'll be able to. Kansas's offense is what's carried them up to this point, and if they can't, if Arkansas's pitching can shut them down, then Arkansas is going to be able to put up 5 or 6 runs and win their games.
Yeah. And Arkansas's again a team. They're what do you call it? They have experience postseason.
They're putting up the first 4 in, first 4 out. Let's see. Let me pause it real quick and I'll read it to you. Liberty last 4 in. Liberty, Kentucky, Texas State, and Troy. So they don't even have Virginia Tech or NC State on the last 4 in. And then their first 4 out are Mercer, Michigan, Pitt, and TCU. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to put 3 Power 4 teams on one side and 1 Power 4 on the other, when none of them really deserve to be in, how are you not going to put Mercer in over Kentucky and then leave the first 4 out be all 4 Power 4 teams?
Are you listening to this guy?
No, I have it on mute. I'm
Okay.
mad.
Okay. I want to see what this old man has to say. I want to know why Mercer beats Texas State. Mercer beats Troy. And Kentucky.
Someone
I'm not too
said
sure
chairman time. Let's get our state approved propaganda.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. They are third in home. Like I don't get it, man.
Somebody said last team in, first team out. Mercer and Troy. If only they played each other to decide who gets in. They played this year. Mercer beat them at the beginning of the season. Remember, we were talking about it earlier. I can't. Wow.
I think they got too many of these little abbreviated stat things to look at. Anyway, all right.
Let's
Tuscaloosa, yeah. Oklahoma State, Alabama. Those are. I don't trust any of these other two to kind of really put in a big fight. Especially Alabama State just getting in SWAC wise. If Bethune-Cookman was in here, it'd be a different story.
Yeah,
I'll take Alabama in this one.
Yeah, I agree. But I can see Oklahoma State making a run at them, just because Oklahoma State played well down the stretch. I mean, you thought they would win the Big 12; they were so hot. But yeah, I think USC Upstate gets the 3 seed because the Big South played so well due to High Point and Winthrop playing really well. But I mean, I don't think anybody expected them to win the conference title. So both of these teams, like you said, Alabama State snuck in too. But yeah, I mean, I think we'd be talking a lot differently if High Point and Bethune-Cookman were there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we also have a little bit more high energy. Some of the ways this is. I'm not going to say it. Actually, I am. I just pulled a Brendan.
Say it.
I pulled a Brendan. I think they're doing this so they can make an excuse to expand. This is ridiculous. I think Jason. I mean, they're expanding.
Can't expand baseball.
They're expanding the playoffs to like God numbered amount of teams. Basketball just expanded to a god awful amount of teams where you can just suck the entire year and get in. So it just doesn't make sense. I think they left out teams. I think they're doing this on purpose. I really do. I think this is I don't want to be this.
Dude, you can't even say Mercer didn't have this schedule either. Let's go look. I mean, I know their strength of schedule is lower, but they didn't we see them play some tough teams? Or am I tripping?
No, Mercer played a ton of tough. I think that strength of schedule thing is BS on their part because not on Mercer's part, like the ranking of that strength of schedule because that schedule is actually difficult. That's a difficult schedule, no matter how you look at it. I mean, it looks if you know ball. I'm not going to put on these stupid, these numbers that go together that look at the strength of schedule. That doesn't tell me.
So They got swept by Oregon State, swept by Western Carolina. They beat the Citadel in a series. They beat Troy in a series. They lost to Florida State. They swept Wofford, beat Samford in a series.
Okay.
They beat Georgia Tech once. I think what's hurting them is they lose those 2 games to Citadel in the tournament.
Yeah,
They
they
really
did
didn't-
not look good in the end.
Yeah, I will say I'm looking
And I'm
at their
wondering that's
schedule
what they
now.
did.
As much as I love their offense, now that I'm looking at it, if I'm looking at it through a unbiased lens and I was looking at
Okay.
this as a team, man, they don't have a lot of good wins as far as like tournament teams. And Troy did when we were looking at Troy.
Yeah.
But if I'm
Oh,
looking at this,
yeah, Troy's a shoe-in.
they beat Georgia Tech in a midweek. The only postseason teams on here that they beat or that they've played all season actually, Troy, which they beat 2 out of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Florida State they lost 22-5. The Citadel they won 2 out of 3 and then lost 2 in the postseason. And then Oregon State they got swept by. That's it. That's their and then Georgia Tech they beat. But that was late in the season. Outside of that, no other top teams. I mean, I still think with their offense, it still would. I think I'm just disappointed. I'm not going to get to see that offense in the tournament. I'm not going to get to see if that team could really show up against a Georgia and hit 10 home runs in 3 games in a regional. It's kind of sad. But
Anyway, I anytime I bring it up, you got to stop me so we can keep going on this.
yeah, because otherwise I'll just keep coming back.
Oh,
to it.
yeah.
Okay.
Florida State, Coastal Carolina, Northern Illinois, St. John's. If Coastal makes it, I think they get bounced. I think Florida State handles them.
Yeah, I think NIU and St. John's. NIU's being propped up by the MAC, having 2 good teams in it, Kent State and Miami, that both get left out, so they get that 3 seed. But, I mean, this is a team they were talking about it. They hadn't got in since the 70s. They're not a team that's very familiar with postseason ball. It's going to be tough for them to win a game. Coastal's not playing well right now, so this is a chance for them to bounce back against NIU and get that game, get a little confidence going. But I can see them taking on Florida State. I mean, we've seen Florida State struggle against teams, but Florida State's been really good at home.
Yeah. Next regional, Athens, Boston College, Georgia, Liberty, Long Island. Liberty and Georgia might be the teams I'm going to look at for here. Not trustworthy on Boston College, just the way their season ended, and then kind of their second half of the season, how it went. Starkville. I hope Louisiana puts up a good fight. I think USL will play really well against Mississippi State.
You think they'll beat Cincinnati?
No, I think they'll probably have to fight their way through the losers bracket.
Man, I think they beat Cincinnati. I think the way they're playing right now is so well. They're so hot. And we talk about it all the time. Baseball's a sport of who's hot when you need to be. I can see them taking on Mississippi State in that 1-0 game, but I think they can beat Mississippi State. I think UL can come out of this regional.
Oh, I think a lot of people believe that too. I don't see USL not. I don't think USL is going to fumble the bag on this. Again, the conference that they're in is really
get 5 teams in like we thought. I mean,
yeah.
Gosh.
What?
Happy about it. I'm really happy about the Sun Belt getting 5. We've been talking about it, that they were so underrated. I just didn't see it happening. I'm surprised.
I'm glad they did. I think that's sort of a reasonable reaction to be worried that they weren't going to put 5 teams in because of the way they treat certain conferences. But
I think what surprises me most about it is you put Southern Miss at 9. You don't give them the top 8, but then you put 5 Sun Belt teams in. I think that's just the case of we want more fans at games. Gainesville and Tuscaloosa could probably. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's always a revenue thing.
Yeah, I don't know what the seating arrangement is between them and Southern Miss, but I'm assuming both of them have more seating than Southern Miss.
Austin Regional, Texas, UC Santa Barbara being the 2 seed, Tarleton, and Holy Cross. Look, after what's his name for Santa Barbara? What's their starting pitcher? It's off the tip of my tongue.
I already forgot.
After him, I think it's kind of tough for them. So I
Yeah.
think this might be the weakest 2 seed. No offense to Santa Barbara. And they honestly, you know how teams are. They could prove us wrong at any point.
And they will.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I'm not even
Florida.
going to Jackson, Florida. It was, the flip was on the tip of my tongue. Yeah. After him, I keep saying that they're kind of iffy on the fence there. I think Texas got an easy grind.
I think you're right, though. I think you got to say Flora. Flora 11-0, 1.05 ERA. I mean, I think you put them up against any of the if you put them up against any of those Texas 3 starters, if they're healthy, if Riojas is healthy, the other 2 are healthy, and if you don't have Flora out there, you don't have a chance.
No, and that's why you and I keep talking. I keep mentioning I need a stat for starting pitching rotation, so I can figure out who's the starting.
Yeah,
that's what we're going to talk about. Our
top
fin?
6, right? The top 6. We'll talk about it for next season.
Yeah, we don't want to give away any secret.
Can't give anybody your thoughts.
Eugene Regional. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of Pac-12 and them good old Ivy League flying all the way across the country. Man, they love sending people like from God's other side of the United States over to Oregon.
Yale boosters probably have a lot of money. They could afford their travel, I guess.
Oh, they probably got a bunch of all their people are probably over there too. But do we see? How do we? Okay, let's start at this. How do we see Oregon State doing in this? How do we see Oregon State doing? They go against Washington State.
Washington State is not great.
Mm-hmm.
I think they get by Washington State. Between them and Oregon, dude, man, I don't know. I'm gonna have to make a pick at some point, but it's not gonna be right now.
So they lost 1 and won 1 against Washington State, and that was earlier in the year. And that was okay. They beat them 18-0. Okay, and then lost 6-7. So. I mean, that was April. So I think it could be – man, that's a tough one. I don't know. It's really hard to say something about Oregon State because I don't know. I don't know because I don't want to be wrong and I don't want to be right as well. But I say Oregon takes this regional. The fact that they've had a lot of run up against UCLA, they're probably really the experience and having to deal with that adversity and stuff to play. I think they'll take this regional. Whoa, wow, Miss Girl, you throwing that thing around, huh?
Man, that I will say Oregon getting that home. I don't really think it makes a difference because Oregon State's going to travel too. So I think whichever one of these teams was the home team, I don't think it's going to make a difference that much. I think they're both going to feel like it's a home game. That's why I really feel like if they face off each other in the final, man, that'll be fun.
Good run. All right. Auburn, Central Florida, North Carolina State, Milwaukee. Milwaukee is that team that's going to get in from the Horizon League. Lincoln, Nebraska, Ole Miss, Arizona State, South Dakota State. Sheesh, that's going to be a tough one there. Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Tennessee, East Carolina, and VCU. And College Station, we'll have A&M, USC, Texas State, and Lamar. These are probably the toughest regional. I mean,
I agree.
Yeah.
In terms of our page, like all four being on the same page, I mean, two of these teams are going to face off each other at the College World Series, and I mean, off of sheer just staring at it, I can see that being Auburn and USC.
Yeah, I think Auburn's definitely got Auburn's going to hold both of those teams, all of these teams too. That's going to be a low scoring regional. The way Auburn plays, it's always low scoring. I'll have to look deep into how Central Florida is.
It's
I don't
their
trust.
pitching. UCF's
Yeah.
their pitching. Remember we
Okay,
talked about
okay,
it whenever
so-
they played West Virginia. They're a good pitching team.
Okay, so
they
that
have
will be
starter.
definitely low
What's his name?
scoring.
The tall guy. He's like 6'7". Wicker? Is
Jesus,
that his name? Camden Wicker, I think.
name sounds familiar.
I'm gonna go. Let me go check. Let's check my stats. Let's see.
But yeah, while you check,
Camden Wicker.
Camden
he's got
Wicker.
4.0 ERA, 72 innings. I think he was hurt at one point during the year to only throw 72 innings. Can't remember, but he went 5-3. But he's a solid starter. He'll probably throw against NC State. NC State's one of those teams. I think they were I'm surprised they weren't on the last four in. If their coach wasn't retiring at the end of the season, I don't know that this team gets in.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was kind of a gift for them, giving it one last run. So I don't really see them being dangerous. And then Milwaukee, we thought Wright State would come out of there. They get in with a losing record. They beat Wright State in the championship after a questionable ejection by their star player and coach for Wright State. But, yeah, I don't know if any of these teams can really battle with Auburn.
Yeah, I don't think so either. My buddy Sam, he says won't be an easy regional for UNC East Carolina, but he said he's heading there. This is the guy I met on our
he's gonna go?
honeymoon. Oh yeah, he's a big ECU fan. Oh yeah, him and I've been talking about it all. But he said he's going. That'll be a fun regional.
Getting Tennessee is going to be tough, but I think either of these teams can battle North Carolina. Now, North Carolina hasn't had as tough of a schedule, but we've seen them lose. We've seen them beat Georgia Tech in the series, which really helped them. But we also saw them lose to Coastal in a midweek. We saw Campbell battle them in the midweek. Now, the only reason I bring it up, and people are probably thinking, midweeks don't really matter, but midweeks really tell you what your late rotation pitching is really going to do. And I think if North Carolina loses one of these games and doesn't go 2-0, they could be in jeopardy because I don't know that they have the pitching at the end of their rotation to really hold off a Tennessee or East Carolina. Both of them have been playing really well. Tennessee, man, we'll see how they do away from home because we both know this team really hits a lot of home runs at home, but not as well on the road. So
Yeah, Tennessee's a yappy team. Maybe they're still that yappy team.
I can't hear you.
Go ahead.
My headphones died. Let me switch.
All right, that's good. I'll do
headphones.
talking. I'm going to kind of look and compare about how this regional will play out because I think this might be one of the interesting regionals of this whole tournament, just because you got East Carolina and Tennessee in here. Winnie is freaking out. Little girl, you just got to relax here. I love that the Diamond app has this comparison and contrast thing. It's just kind of hard to see. There goes the voice. So pitching Tennessee-wise is probably, well, I can't see North Carolina's stats here. What if I share
Can
it?
you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I can now.
Okay. I had to switch headphones.
Let me compare Tennessee and North Carolina. So pitching wise, North Carolina's got a better ERA, but other than that, Tennessee's a little bit better with WHIP, Ks, and K per nine. But it seems to be UNC a little bit better at hitting. But I mean, the home run thing is that's like night and day. I mean, 111 for Tennessee, but for granted, they play in that little league ballpark.
Yeah. And then, man, let's jump over to that Nebraska regional. Kenny, this is a dangerous regional. Arizona State is a team that can get hot at the right time and really take it to any of these teams. And I think that's going to be a team that could come out of this regional.
And I'll take Ole Miss here too, because they are so I can't experience. That's a word. I'm trying to find this word. They're experienced team too for postseason play. Ole Miss will get hot and they find a way. But again, they've kind of been iffy up and down. They've jumped up and down on the rankings. They'll win a series against like Mississippi State and lose to get a series here and there that they're not supposed to. But hopefully Nebraska comes out of this. I think Nebraska, they deserve to be in that. I think they'll be a good team to have in the College World Series to begin with. But interesting. This is a tough regional.
Kenny, if you're looking at it as a whole, if we look at the whole, all the 4 seeds,
Okay.
which of these
in this one?
No, on any of them.
Okay.
I'm just clicking through it on my own side. If you were looking at all the 4 seeds, which one is the one that you could see making a run and winning a regional and upsetting everybody?
Ooh, 4 seed. Okay.
I'm gonna make you choose outside of Little Rock because I know Little Rock would be your pick. So pick somebody besides.
That's
Little
a good. That's a good ride because I'm flicking through these right now. Little Rock is the one I'm going to pick, but
yeah, I'm going to force you pick somebody else.
Oh, man. So there's St. Mary's and St. John's.
I'm still trying to pick my own.
I can't.
I'm down to 2.
And this is what screwed you and I because there was a lot of teams that we had being a 4 seed that are not even on here that got bounced early.
In their tournaments, yeah.
All right, it's going to have to be between St. Mary and okay. Give me St. Mary. I'm just going to go with St. Mary here.
Okay, look, I'm going with the other St. I got St. John's. I think St.
Okay.
John's can make a run. I think Coastal's not been playing that well. Northern Illinois isn't a strong team, and Florida State is up and down. And now we're not saying these 2 teams are going to win. It's just if we were picking a team that was going to upset, because both of us would pick Little Rock. So if we had to pick somebody outside of Little Rock, St. John's and St. Mary's. I think St. Mary's has played well. I mean, we saw them lose a series to Gonzaga earlier this year, but Gonzaga doesn't end up coming out of the WCC, and St. Mary's does. So definitely interesting.
Yeah, I think it'll be tough for anybody to come out of that UCLA regional. So, well, Jason, any final thoughts here? I mean, we didn't really hit on the College Station regional. That's the only one we really need to hit on. We had I think we had Texas State in this one in one of our projections.
I think we did in our last one. I'll say this.
Okay.
USC is similar to Florida pitching wise when it comes to their starter, Aiden King versus Mason Edwards. Both of them are just great Friday night starters. After that, USC still has some good pitching, but both can be really streaky. We've seen both of their bullpen struggle at times. But I think this is a regional that A&M has the pitching that could, I think, get them through the whole regional. USC, I think, can get them through a couple games. So I think it really comes down to, do you save Mason Edwards for an A&M start? And if they do, I think they can start off 2-0. But if they don't, they throw them against Texas State because they feel like, hey, it's important to get that game 1 win. Between them and A&M, that'll be a dogfight because USC, I think, actually has a higher RPI than A&M. But USC just didn't. USC got swept by Nebraska and UCLA. So and they lost the series to Oregon. So really, we haven't seen them beat a lot of high competition in a series. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I think it'll be a very interesting. It'll be a pitching duel. Winnie, what do you think?
Yeah, Winnie, who's the dog for you?
Who's the dog, Winnie?
Who are you picking a bone with?
Winnie says USC. Winnie says USC.
I like
yeah, that's a good dog. That's a good pick. Well, I guess, Jason, we can wrap this up here. Who would be your College World Series winner?
Oh, man, put me on the spot right out the gate.
I know. I'll say mine. I'm gonna go with Georgia. I'm gonna go with Georgia.
I'm gonna go Texas.
Whoa!
If I'm looking at pitching and offense ability, it'll be
Okay.
If I'm picking two, it's either them or Auburn. I'm gonna go Texas just because that starting rotation and bullpen is they're probably one of the best complete pitching staffs in the country. And if you get hot at the right time in the bats, if they get hot, then they're going to be tough to beat just because their pitching is going to be so strong. It's going to be hard for anybody to get enough runs to beat their offense. So yeah, I'm gonna go Texas. I think they have a good matchup with the Eugene Regional between Oregon and Oregon State to go to the College World Series, and then between them and probably Georgia, man, that would be a great first round in the College World Series. So yeah, I'm gonna go Texas.
Okay. Do you want to make that your official pick, or is this
No,
a?
that's my. I'm gonna dive into everything a little later, but that's my.
When we have time to think about it all over and
let me soak it all in because I'm still a little. I still gotta get everything in my system for all these regionals.
But honestly, guys, that's it for us. I think this is honestly very surprising. I think it's a very surprising regional and who's been picked and who got left out. I'm really hoping that some of these teams prove the committee wrong or prove that they should not have been there to begin with. But that's it from us. My name is Kenny Hilliard. This is Jason Ide to This Way, the Lucky Finn, and who the podcast is named after. Winnie is starting to chew her toy because it's time to play. And we'll see y'all later. Thanks for tuning in, and peace out.
The Five Arms and a Lucky Finn podcast.